Hey everybody, this is Darren and welcome to layout update number 10. A lot of new things on the layout since last update. First thing, as you can see here in this picture, is the new BNSF Burlington SD70. I have it sitting next to my Rio Grande SD70 that you saw in one of the earlier videos. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to compare the sounds of the two engines. The Burlington just came out recently, and it's got a different sound to it, so when I fire those up you guys will hear the difference. Also, there's a whole bunch of new rolling stock that I'm going to show you. One of the first updates is over in the back corner of the layout. There is a hill that I put in, that I detailed. I picked it up at a train show recently. Put some trees on there, and eventually I'm going to put some campers or some deer, some animals up there to finish it off, because that back spot was just plain old gray, so now it's got something to fill it up. I started adding a few workers over by the engine shed. A couple of them are down, some of them aren't. And then if you notice right there, there's some railroad ties. Now I picked those up. Those are actually by Gargraves, and I've scattered them all around the layout. So if you look right here, there's another one. And they're all over the place. Here's another one right here. And it just gives it a little bit more of a realistic look. Another piece that I picked up is this power station right here, which is not detailed yet. I'm going to finish that off in the next few weeks, and that should be finished up for the next layout update. Probably just going to put some ballast in there, make it look a little bit more like rocks, and I think it looks good right there. There's also right here, I got some cattails, which I'm going to put in over by those rocks over there. I've been lingering on doing that, but eventually I'm going to get that done. On the other side of the layout over by the Halloween town, I picked up some trees from Scenic Express. And I mean, these trees are gorgeous. They did an incredible job on these. There's one right there, and then there's another one on the back side of the other Halloween house. See if I can get you a better angle on it. There we go. I mean, the colors on these really fit the Halloween town very well, so I like what they did with them. One of the big updates that I'll show you right now is sitting right here, and it is the new ZWL. That thing is incredible. Right now it's powering the entire layout, and my old setup was right here. This is an MRC power source right there, and what I used to use was my dad's old KW for power for my accessories, but I learned after not too long that it just could not handle the power of the accessories. So once I got the ZWL, I was able to swap it out, and this thing, it has no problem powering my trains and everything else. And the same thing with my MRC power source. It does a great job, and I'm very satisfied with the way I have it set up now. So also over here are some new rolling stock. Now pretty much every piece of rolling stock you see here is new to me. It may not be new to Lionel or to the market, but it's just pieces that I've picked up over the past couple of months. And mostly Atlas and Lionel pieces. So like I said, let me start up these engines so that way, you know what, actually before I do that, two other small updates. If you can see right there, I added a hot dog cart to the front of the general store. It lights up, and it's a really nice piece. It got the hot dog sign to go along with it so it matches, and I think it looks really good there. And there's also over here, which isn't done yet, is I picked up a soda machine. It's wired, it's just I haven't connected it to the wires underneath, so that's probably in the next layout update that'll be done. And again, let me show you what I'm talking about with these engines and the sound. Alright, so first one I'm going to start up is the Rio Grande.
Dispatcher here. Do you copy? Over. Copy that, dispatcher. Please start up and stand by for track orders. Roger that. We'll get up and running. Out.
Alright, so it starts up, it sounds pretty good. Now here's the Burlington.
Roger that. Very good. Start up and hold. Copy that, dispatcher. Starting up the engine. Out.
So as you guys can probably hear, the startup sequence for the newer engine is a little bit more involved than the older engine. Now here's the horn for the new Burlington. And the bell. So it does sound pretty good, but to me it sounds it's a little bit tinny. Now listen to the horn on the Rio Grande. And here's the bell. And some tower comm.
Can I get a green light? Over. Roger that. Take the green. Over. Thank you much. Cleared outbound. Out.
And here's the Burlington now.
Dispatcher, I've got a full tank of fuel. Can I get a clear signal? Over. Roger that. Take the green. Over. Thanks, dispatcher. Cleared outbound. Out.
Alright, so I'm going to shut them down just to point out a couple other small differences. And that way you can hear the shutdown sequences too.
Going off duty. Have a good one. Out.
Okay, that was the Burlington.
See you next trip. Signing off. Out.
And there was the Rio Grande. Now, if you notice, in the front of the Rio Grande, the light is a little less bright. I'm not sure if they used LEDs there or not, but it's noticeably different than the Burlington. Let me turn that one on so you can see it. Now I know it might be hard in that angle, but here's the Burlington, here's the Rio Grande, and there's the Burlington. So there's not really much differences, you know, obviously in appearance they probably use the same shell. The engines are just great as they were before. And here's the backup lights. See, I mean, I'm not sure if they decided to use a different color light to go with the paint scheme of the Rio Grande, but either way, I mean, there are some differences. I think the sound on the Rio Grande is a little bit more true to sound, if you will, whereas the Burlington is a little bit more tinny, as you can hear right there. But all in all, it would not stop me from buying either engine. I think that, as usual, Lionel has done a great job. And that's about it for my updates. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. And please feel free to comment and ask questions. And thanks for watching.